Hi, everybody. Nice to see you all again. On Monday, I brought the 3 circles exercise, and there was just another small part that I didn't bring. And it's been coming up in my life over the last few days. So I thought, well, I need to revisit the 3 circles today. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start with a very general kind of warm-up. I know Katie's done a fantastic warm-up in our 15 minutes, but let's do a more physical warm-up for the hands and the feet. Okay, so start with our fingers. Take one hand out in front of you, spread your fingers out, and go ahead and take one finger and just pull it down gently. As you're doing this, check that your shoulders are dropping down your back. You don't need to bring your shoulders up, have your shoulders dropping down your back. Feel the length between the back of your neck. Between the back of your neck. Feel the length around the back of your neck. Let's go to another finger. And the other one, another one, and another one. And then take 2 at a time, 2 fingers at a time. Same hand. Enjoy that feeling across the palm and the wrist. If you bend your wrist, you can feel it across your palm and your wrist. Going on to the other side. So 1 finger at a time. I hope you can see. I look a bit dark in there today. Shoulders relaxed. As we're standing here, we can check that our pelvis is level and our rib cage is level. Our shoulders are relaxed down our back. Length at the back of the neck. Warming, 2 fingers, warming the space around the arches of your feet, warming your knees, your hips, shoulders, elbows. Good. You can make a diamond with your thumb and forefinger and just push those 2 together. And then you can slightly move your hands. So just getting into your thumbs here. And then interlace your fingers, push your hands away so that the fingers are pushed away more than the wrists. You want to get the stretch across your fingers and then point your thumbs down. So getting a stretch around the thumbs as well. And then bring your hands back and interlace your fingers the other way. So it might feel a bit odd because there's normally one way that you interlace your fingers and then stretch those out. Good, and then coming to our feet, put 1 foot in front of the other. Rock your weight onto the front foot and roll over the toes of the back foot. And then rock your weight onto the back foot. Rock your weight onto the front foot again and roll to the outside of your back foot. And then weight back. So you're alternating between going forward with your foot and to the outside with your foot. So bringing a bit of mobility into the foot and the ankle. Nice, gentle, easy movement. Nothing should hurt, nothing should be painful. Good, and then go to the other side. So same thing. Rock the weight onto your front foot and roll over the toes of your back foot. Second time, roll over the side of your foot. So you're rolling over from the big toe this way, all the way to the little toe when you go out to the side. Shoulders dropping down your back. Pelvis is level, rib cage is level. Space between the back of your rib cage and the pelvis. Arms are hanging heavy by your side. You don't need to hold on to anything. Okay, good. And then let's put our hand near a wall or on a wall. I'll go here. And then turn your body away. So you're opening out the shoulder. And as you stretch the front of the shoulder, you can bring a bit of mobility into that shoulder. So shrug your shoulder up, drop your shoulder blade down, rotate your arm inward and outward. Good. And then the other side. So taking hold of a wall, wherever your wall is, twisting your body round, and then moving that arm inwardly and outwardly, rotating it, bringing the shoulder blade in and out, up and down. There's so much mobility that you can do. Try not to stick your belly out here. Try and get that vertical alignment going through your body. Connect to that vertical column. Good. And then let's come to our hips. So putting the weight down to your right through your right foot, twisting your left hip. So the pelvis stays level, but it's the ball and socket joint. We've done this before. Just moving that in one direction and the other, twisting out and in. And then we can bring our whole leg out to the side and in. Work your balance a little bit. Good. And then same on the other leg. Put the weight down through your left foot. Rotate your right leg in and out. And then let's bring it out to the side and in. Good. Okay, standing with the weight evenly distributed between 2 feet. Check that vertical column. Feel the lift coming up and feel the gravity stream going down. Imagine the 2 sets of fingertips reaching down to the floor, either side of your feet, brushing your fingertips away. Your arms are in that beautiful line, coming all the way up to the top. And then opening out. And again, fingertips brushing at the floor. Enjoy that line. Enjoy this horizontal space and then be drawn up. Imagine those golden threads on the ends of your fingers, lifting you up, drawing you down. One more time. We can also imagine that feeling of our arms like boats on a tide. The space around us moves and we are simply moved by the space. Okay, allowing our arms to go. We're going to do some lunges. So we're going to go side on. So our arms lift us up and we're going to take a step to the side with our lunge. And when we get here, we're going to check our hips are open. Weight is on that bent leg, knee is over toe. Our hips are sitting, our ribs are sitting over our hips. We're not pulled out of alignment one way or the other. So we're maintaining our vertical through the chest and the hips, and it's our legs that are doing the work. And then let's come back to that straight leg and go to the other side. So fingertips reach down, and we're just drawn by one side. Check that the weight is on the front foot. That back foot can almost lift off, and then come back. And let's do a few of these. So lunging out to the side. And when we get to the side, just check that we're not sticking our bottom out. That's nicely tucked in. So our pelvis is level. It's not been tipped one way. Pelvis is level, rib cage is level. Fingertips brushing along the floor, being pulled in one direction. So either to the right or the left, and you take your lunging step. Coming back to where you started. Good. Okay, now we're going to add in the arms as they appear in the 3 circles exercise. So, we're going to pause. We're not going to do the whole exercise. We're going to pause when we're outstretched. So, the head turns, arm turns, palms facing forward. Take a step. And we're reaching. Okay, and we're going to pause here. And just imagine this top hand is being pulled up and up and up and up and up. So you almost, so that back foot comes off the floor and you're being lifted up higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. Okay, and come back to center. And then let's go the other way. Imagine that bottom arm is being pulled down, 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 down. So you're being twisted or bent over a bit more than you would want to in this exercise. Okay, and then come back to an upright torso and feel those 2 pulls between you. You're maintaining your upright, but you're being pulled in one direction, pulled in the other direction. Good. Let's stop there, and then we'll go on to the other side and do the same thing. So head turns, palm turns, reaching out with your fingertips, taking your lunging step, going up with one arm, and then being pulled by that top arm. So your back leg comes off. You'd fly away if you weren't tethered with that leg on the floor. And then come back to center, and then be pulled down and bent over with that bottom hand, and then come back to that place in the middle. Check your shoulders are down from your ears. You're reaching in both directions, and then coming back to center. Let's try that one more time on either side. Head turns, palm turns. Taking your lunging step, reaching with your arms, reaching up with the top arm, coming back to center and reaching down with that bottom arm. And then feeling that balance between the 2, that lovely expansion. And coming back, and the other side. Reaching. taking your step, and then continue reaching with that arm, pulling you out, pulling you up, and then reaching with the other arm, pulling you down. Coming back, standing between those two forces, and coming back to center. Okay, I'm just going to
I think in moving, she lost the connection. So we'll wait a few minutes.
Sorry, something's happened. I just pressed something accidentally. Would you just bear with me a moment? Okay, Katie, sorry, something's gone funny with my phone. Can we just go from here?
Yeah, that should be fine. I'll spotlight your main screen then.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Thank you for bearing with me. I don't know what I did there. Okay, this computer doesn't give you such a big view of the room, so please bear with me with that as well. Okay, but now we're ready to do our 3 circles. So let's do the full exercise. I'm going to stand over here so I've got room to move. So head turns, palm turns, taking that lunging step. Reaching, 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 feel those 2 extremities pulling. Carry on all the way over. And then coming back. Lifting up, out to the side and down. I'm going to do the same side because it stops me moving backwards and forwards. But you carry on one side and the other if you've got enough room. Okay, so these 2 polarities in this position, we're bringing them together. Like what I said on Monday, you can think of them as perception and thoughts, bringing them together to bring a view of the world. And then also, it's like you can think of this one arm going up as freedom, and this other arm going down as all the things that hold you to tradition, and you are reconciling these things within yourself and coming together. You can also think of something in our world at the moment. You can think of holistic medicine and traditional medicine or modern medicine. And you might at one point be faced with a decision, and you've got to bring those 2 opposing views together to create what's right for you. And you can also think of it as the 2 worldviews. You've got this connected worldview where everyone's together, and this more reductionist worldview where we're all separate and what I do doesn't affect you. But in our modern day, it's kind of like we want to bring them together. And also, of course, we've got a spiritual view of the world and a materialistic view of the world, or the reductionist view of the world. bringing those two together and reconciling them. Okay, and of course, this is very much like walking in symmetry. So let's go ahead and do a couple of those. So we're going to start from the bottom. We're going to take a step forward, our hands turn out, we take a step forward. Feel that lovely stretch one way, the lovely twist, and the other way, weight on the front foot. And here it's like taking two opposing ideas and finding the truth in the middle. And then with the three circles, we're not moving forward, we're not taking steps, we're taking a pause and we're investigating these things. So what's down here and around here? And how can I reconcile something within myself? Okay, and then what we can do is put the two exercises together. So we've got two steps in the sagittal walk and then three circles. So we start from the bottom and it goes like this. With your sagittal walk, one step, there's the second step, and then straight into your three circles one way. And the other way. Good. Let's carry on. I've reached the limit of my room. I'm going to go back here. So finding what's on one side, what's on the other side, finding your true path in life, and then really reaching out and discovering all these different worldviews, the perception, the thoughts, and integrating those two worlds, bringing them together. Okay, and then coming to finish the last one. And I just want to share something with you. So these two exercises, the three circles and walking in symmetry, they come in the same class. They're part of the same class 11 exercises. And if you're a teacher in England, you'll be very familiar with this book. We call it the Yellow Book. It's what we take the curriculum from. And this class 11, the authors describe the aims of class 11. And of course, they're reflected in this exercise. So I'm going to type it into the chat here. So, class 11, what we're aiming for the students is to bring mobility into their thinking, synthesize and correlate different factors within a holistic worldview. This also means being able to think about infinite and non-sense perceptible phenomena. And another aim is to be able to correlate and integrate related phenomena in a more holistic understanding. So it's really about taking all these, the different ways of thinking about things and bringing them together into one whole. 16, 17, yeah, so that's age. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to leave it there for today. Thank you all for joining me. It's nice to see you all.